Little Miss Shy by Roger Hargreaves. Little Miss Shy just couldn't help it. Being shy, that is. She is terribly, desperately shy. She was so shy it hurts, which is why they call painfully shy. If at any time anyone at all said anything at all to her, she blushed like a beet. She lived all alone in a house quite a long way from where you live. In fact, quite a long way from everybody lives. Thimble Cottage. Little Miss Shy was so shy she just couldn't bring herself to leave her little cottage. She never went shopping. The thought of walking into a shop and asking for something was absolutely terrifying. So she grew little, all food in the garden of Thimble Cottage and lived a very quiet life. Very, very, very quiet indeed. Bang, bang, bang. Little Miss Shy, who was having breakfast in the kitchen at Thimble Cottage, died at the table in terror. But it was only the postman knocking at the door. Anybody home? He called. Little Miss Shy at the table, put her hands over her ears and shut her eyes. She must be out, thought the postman to himself, and put the letter she was carrying under the door and walked away. Little Miss Shy waited and waited and waited until the sound of his footsteps had died away. And then she waited some more. In fact, she spent most of the day under her kitchen table. It was dark by the time Little Miss Shy dared to come out. There it was in the doormat, the very first letter she had, the whole of her life. She opened it cautiously. It's from Mr. Funny. You are invited, said the letter, to a party. It went on Saturday. It said, at 3 o'clock. It added, it's going to be fun, fun, fun. Little Miss Shy was horrified. She looked at the letter again. I can't go, she thought. There'll be people there. People. But in the whole wide world, there is absolutely nothing that frightened Little Miss Shy as much as the thought of that thought had sneezed people, so she worried about it all night long. But the following morning she made a decision. I'll have to go, she thought. It would be polite not to. But 5 minutes later she changed her mind. And 5 minutes later she changed her mind back again. But 5 minutes later, guess what happened? That's right, she didn't sleep that night at all. The following day was Friday, and that Friday Little Miss Shy changed her mind 144 times. That's how many 5 minutes a day there are in a day. She was going to the party. She wasn't going to party. She was going to party. She wasn't. She wasn't. It was a long day. And that Friday night, even worse than Thursday night in bed, she didn't sleep awake. Not even half awake. Saturday morning came and went. Saturday lunchtime came and went. Little Miss Shy just couldn't eat a thing. 1 o'clock in the afternoon came and went. 2 o'clock in the afternoon came and went. And then 3 o'clock, the party time came. And went, but poor Little Miss Shy didn't. She just sat there. A tear rolled down her cheek. Oh, I do so wish I wasn't so shy, she sobbed. 4 o'clock came. There was a loud knock at the door. Little Miss Shy hid behind her chair. The door opened. And in walked Mr. Funny. I knew you wouldn't come, he laughed, looking at her behind the chair. So he went on, I've come to take you. Little Miss Shy blushed and blushed and blushed. Come on, cried Mr. Funny, seizing her by the hand. You'll enjoy it once you're there. And he marched the blushing little lady off to the party. Wow, look at all my Mr. Men characters. Everybody was there. Little Miss Shy didn't feel very well. But everybody talked to her, and everybody was nice. But gradually, the longer the party lasted, bit by bit, little by little, eventually, guess what happened? She stopped blushing and actually started to enjoy herself. Told you so, laughed Mr. Funny. Little Miss Shy nodded and giggled. She was having the time of her life and only blushing a bit. Do you know who she met at the party? I don't know. And look at all my Mr. Man characters. There's a Mr. Silly right there. There's Mr. Nosy, Mr. Greedy, Mr. Happy, Mr. Small, Mr. Bump, Mr. Tickle, and Mr. Noisy. I want to meet Mr. Noisy at the party soon. I want to meet him. So, who did she meet at the party? Mr. Quiet. I used to be shy like you, he said. Little Miss Shy looked at him. I don't believe you, she giggled. And then she thought, would you like to come to Thimble Cottage for tea tomorrow? She said. Little Miss Shy looked at her. Me? He said, blushing like a beetroot. Tea? He said, blushing like 2 beetroots. Mr. Quiet looked at her. Me? He said, blushing like a beet. Tea? He said, blushing like 2 beets. Tomorrow? He said, blushing like a whole sack full of beets. I don't even know what's going to happen next. The final page is going to explode. In the end, is he going to explode? And then he fainted. No boy, that Barufu is a cat. This is not picking crap. Oh no. UX. This is not cheap at all. The duck. Cheap and the duck. You need to make the song for her. This is not so cheap. I should not say that. No, I think it's some egads. Missing Stab the Cap. Never take my fridge if you want to fight you. Oh man, I wish you would not explode that. And you